All right, bear with me, guys. It is raining. I'm in Fort Worth, wrapping up my tennis season for this year. What's up? Hey, downtown Fort Worth. How you doing? Yeah, I'm downtown. That's where I live, here downtown Fort Worth. Unfortunately, uh, far too close to where that incident happened with Tatiana. But anyway, I digress and go back to my subject, topic. So, my official season really kicked off this summer. It kicked off June, the end of June. I played my first tournament, and I won it. Actually, it was a lower grade tournament. It was only worth 100 points, and this was really kind of my official first season. Like, going after the ranking, going after tournament titles and points and stuff like that. And this was my first season where I kind of learned how it all works, and it's really fairly tethered to how the world rankings are. So very similar to where if they'll have a major where it's worth a lot of points, and actually the way they have it is in September they have it's the last tournament of the year, and it's a major, and if you win it, it's 600 points. But then after that tournament, that's it. That's it, right? That's the cutoff. You can't. Any other tournaments you play after that tournament in September in Texas doesn't count towards your year-end ranking, which that is what they base who makes it to who they invite to the year-end championships in the top 10. So if you've been in the top 10, they invite like the top 10 to year-end championships. And so I don't know how that is, but I played maybe 5 tournaments this year. I played the one in Richardson. I won that one. Then I played a Fort Worth Major Zone. That was a big one. I made it to the quarterfinals. Then I played a Brookhaven tournament. Yeah, and I made it to I think it was the semifinals of that one. And I don't even want to think about that one. That was ridiculous. And then here I am. I am at the place that I'm going to get my food. So please bear with me. I'm back. I just ordered my food. So yeah. So played that tournament. Played. And then I took a little break. And then I played. Then that's when I played the sectionals in San Antonio. Bombed there. I bombed. Just way too much going on in the second round. I don't even believe I deserved to even make it to the second round there. So, and then that was it. And by that time, I had learned how the ranking system went. And before I played the tournament, I was ranked like 34 in the state. And I was thinking, man, if I could win this tournament, it's 4-5. It's at 4-5 level. I believe I should be able to compete at that level, be able to excel at that level. So, I feel like I could have won the tournament if I would have been able to been healthier in mind and body, stronger. But I didn't last, and so now I'm looking forward to next year. So I'm in my off season. I have a tournament coming up this weekend, but I'm playing an open tournament. I'm just playing, just gonna have fun. I'm not gonna put any pressure on myself. And I learned a lot playing this season. It's like 5 or 6 tournaments. I learned a lot. So that's my goal next season, is to definitely play 4 or 5 level and try to make it into the top 10 and go from there. After this tournament this weekend, I'm going to Australia. I'm going to do my off-season training there and just get stronger. Do a lot of strength training, do a lot of running. I'm actually doing some some pre-off season training right now. I have two goals as a track runner. Send me. Thank you so much. Girl, listen to the girls. Listen to the ladies. All right, here we go. Thanks you guys for bearing with me. Going through this. All right, 6 minutes in this mug. I think I've done a good, fairly job with my time management because I don't want this to be more than a 15-minute video. So yes, guys, listen. So I'm in my pre-off-season training because I don't want to start my off-season training and not be in some kind of shape. And you would think, well, wouldn't you be in some kind of shape? You didn't play 6 tournaments this year, and you got a tournament coming up. You need to be in shape for that. Yes, but tennis is a funny, tricky sport. It really is. And a lot of it is about timing. And I'm learning that. It's about timing, about learning when to peak at the right moments. And and I have some goals. I have some really good, I believe, innovative ideas that would be able to help me calibrate my game to another, and catapult my game to another level. Such as, well, incorporating a lot of my track and field training when I was younger. I think one of the things that will, I'm gonna walk this way. I think one of the things that will help me become more explosive on the court is, strengthening my quickness on the track. And I used to be an 800 runner. I used to train, and track used to kick my tail. And I think that right there it just opens up your lungs to a different capacity when you're doing track training, going to track and field practice, when you go to track practice. That's what we called it. And then I loved running the 400. I didn't compete in the 400. I wasn't confident, but I did compete in the 800. Eventually, that's what was the event that I competed in, which just kicked my tail. I don't even know why. So I'm like, why am I doing this? Why am I killing myself? Because it's pretty much a sprint. You really can't slow down. I mean, there are maybe a couple of moments you can just slow down, but you can't stay slow. And when you run out, and once you run out and then monkey jump on your back and you still got to keep pushing, oh my God, that's the worst feeling in the world. So I'm going to wrap it up and say this. There's a track right over here by my house that I've been walking up to. And these last 2 days, I decided to start timing running 400s. Now, I started running 400s earlier this year in the summer when I was out in Stanton. I was out there for about 2 weeks, and they had a track right down the street that I would go and just run, train, just get my body prepared, to be better, to be stronger, to be fitter than my opponent. And I just had to have that mentality. And anyway, so I've already been doing some. So when I was doing timing my 400s there, I was pretty, to say the least, humbled. I went out there and I was like, oh, and I have to say this. I'm gonna piggyback this on this. I was very humbled when I ran that 400 because I was really prepared to go out there, and my goal was to run under a minute. I was like, oh, I'm just gonna challenge. That ain't nothing. I can run under a minute. Man, I finished that first 400. It's like 1 minute and 8 seconds. It's close to like a 70 second 400. And I'm like, whoa. And I was tired. Like I felt like I was gonna die. I was like, oh my gosh. I've been playing on this type of lung capacity? Oh, no, 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 no. That's why I've been, that's why I've been holding back. That's what's been holding me back in the next level. I need to open up my lung capacity. And so anyway, so what I start doing is I was like, you know what? I'm going to run again. And I'm just going to try to run 105. And so the second time I ran it, I ran a 104. I was like, okay, good. All right, now I'm going to try to run a 102. So every day I would get up, I would try to, get it down. I start getting it down. And I think I ran 400 and I got it down to like, I don't know, like 101 or something like that. And I was just like, yes, I'm almost there. Good. I'm almost under a minute, which is, okay. It's really not okay, actually. Yeah, looking at these Olympians, and I watch track and field all the time. And these guys running it like under 45 seconds is just amazing. To even get to 55 seconds for me is going to be like an amazing achievement. So anyway, so I did that, and that was in June. Oh, you know what? That was when I did that. That was before I played my first tournament of the season. It was literally because I was out there for 2 weeks in June, and then when I got back, I had a tournament. So I believe that helped me. I really do believe that helped me win that tournament. But I stopped doing those. I didn't keep them up. So anyway, I was out here yesterday, and I timed my 400. And again, I could probably run it in a minute. I ran it 106, and I was about to die. Felt like. And I'm sorry, you guys. It's dark here in Fort Worth, and you can't see me. So I do apologize for that. So then, today, I was like, I'm gonna get out there. I'm gonna run. Now it's a little sprinkly rainy day, very overcast day. But I was like, no, I'm gonna get out there and I'm gonna run. And I'm gonna until it's time for me to get on that plane next weekend, not this weekend coming up, but next weekend coming up. It's still time for me to get on that plane and go to Australia. This is what I'm gonna dedicate myself to: running at least 400 a day, and try to continue to get my time down, even if it's just seconds, or milliseconds, whatever you want to call it. Not even seconds, a half of seconds or whatever. Hundreds of seconds. There we go. So, 13 minutes. I'm almost done. So I ran it today, y'all. Guess what? I ran it. I ran it. It was 59 seconds. Oh my God! I was like, what? And that's when I looked down, cause I'll time myself. I'll start, and I'll run. I have a place, and then once I go through and I finish, then I look down after like a second or so, and I was at 59 seconds. I would kick my tail, but I feel so good afterwards. Like right now, I feel amazing, and I forget that was the benefit of what I did when I was younger. Was it just makes you feel so much amazing. Everything improves. And so I'm going to definitely continue to do that. And I want to say a toast and cheers to my 2020 season. 4 or 5 level. Let's go. Let's do this. Let's chief.